Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the Pilsen map with Kirjiel from 1Air. He's the Tiger 1, Tier 7 German heavy tank. It's been the aim of new players to get this tank, and I've got to say, yeah, when I got into the game, that was one of the tanks I wanted to get. Now, a couple of years ago, got a good buff, and it's turned into a bit of a DPM machine at its tier, so with gun rammer and food, as Kirjiel's running, you can get it up to around 2800 DPM, and the reload time's around about 6.5 seconds, so let's see how he goes in it. He's top tier, yeah, it's a tier 5 to tier 7 game, so he's well on top of the game as top tier. Now, normally you can't side scrape effectively in the Tiger 1, but as a top tier heavy tank, that does help you. Possibly not against the same tier heavy tanks, but certainly for the lower ones you can side scrape. Alright, so what we've got here, okay, got some tanks crossing here. Got a boogie there, and let's see, put a nice shot in now, 109 now. Didn't catch the shell there, but look at the next one, 285, so there was either a really low roll or perhaps it was an HE shell, I didn't notice unfortunately. There you go, 269, so standard shells doing pretty well, and I think it goes down, so certainly took a fair lot of hit points out of that boogie. Yeah, he's just waiting for something else to get spotted. There was a T1 heavy around there, so he's going to go T1 heavy move, so fine, now you can just adjust here. So still side scraping, and just waiting for that target to come out, which he will. Here we go. Now that didn't seem to land, but it was a pretty rush shot. He's running rammer and fence and hardening, so he's got a few more hit points than the standard Tiger 1. But doesn't have anything in terms of gun aiming, although I think with the Tiger 1 you don't get vertical stabilizer, so it's not an option to help your aiming when the turret's rotating and the tank's moving. So this game we expect he's going to do a bit of bullying. Alright, he's got a nice side shot on the IS there. That's the enemy top tier heavy tank in this game. VZ44-1 down there is also one of them. But IS has been reduced to one-shottable. And he's gone, so here we go. Tank the AT2. AT2 is, yeah, pretty interesting tank. Never played it, but it's got very strong frontal armour. That's TD, but it's bottom tier in this game, so the other one may not stand up to Kirjiel's gun, particularly now he's got some premium loaded. And just again, just waiting for these tanks to come out to try and take a shot. And here he comes. Okay, just missed the turret there at the Type 58. It's a reasonably accurate gun here. And look, there you go, he's managed to bounce the Type 58 round. It's taken some heat from the gorilla there, and it finally goes through the turret of the Type 58. There's almost stay in front of that gorilla here, although it's not going to be too big of an issue. Alright, yeah, it's got some more targets here, the VK3601H. It's a tier 6 heavy tank. Yeah, doesn't have any problem going through there. It's gone back to standard rounds anyway, so you should be able to use standard for most of the game, I would suggest. And it looks like the Guardian's left him alone for the moment. Alright, the game is a little bit too close, I think. They're one tank behind, but hit points are roughly the same. Kirjiel deciding he needs to influence the game in a different spot of the map, which is a good idea. Once you're not getting any damage out of the spot you're in, you should always consider, am I in the right spot on the map? Okay, here we go. takes that shot from the VZ-44 one on his tracks, and he'll be reloaded before the VZ comes out again. But unfortunately that goes into his tracks, and the VZ just not paying attention. He can shoot right at his tracks there. Unfortunately he just repaired just before Kirjiel managed to repair because he got hit by the enemy arty. And this VZ-41 just not paying attention to him, which I think is probably a rash move. Well, in any case, he goes down, and out comes the AT2, and he does land a shot on him. And he's got the rear. He's getting tortured by arty here, but he's got plenty of hit points, so not too bad. Now, what is the enemy got left? They've got 3 TDs, 2 arties, 1 medium and 1 heavy tank. But they're all lower tier, so what he needs to do now is basically take up this position until the arties are really starting to take some damage out of him now. Yeah, not lose too much damage to either the arties or the TDs, so Type 58 gone. Can get rid of the BK. That one doesn't hit him, so yeah, it looks like got arties on 2 sides of the map here. But at least he's unsighted now, so he shouldn't take any rounds for a little while. And he gets his gun repaired and comes back into the game. Now he gets spotted again, so this is going to be an arty round coming in. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, here we go. It just goes over the top of his tank. And the question is that BK going to stay around? He's on fairly low hit points. In fact, no, he doesn't. He goes down to the arty on his side, which is a tier 5 bishop. Right here, so it's pushing up really far. Now, that's not surprising, the bishop's got a very short range, but of course it's got a fairly high arc, so can play well on this map, I guess. And he's just putting some blind shots in where he thinks enemy TDs might be, which is a good idea to soften them up, but he's certainly not getting spotted either, so that's interesting. It could suggest that they may not be there, but it certainly was an M10 WFM back there, as you can see on the minimap, last spotted. But he's there at the moment, Hellcat, and I guess that's the other M10 over on the other side of the map. So Kirjiel deciding to travel across and see whether he can get some shots into where the Hellcat might be. It's also Panzer IV-H, who hasn't been spotted for a little while, but got their own M10 at the back there, and there's a good possibility that he's going to get pushed on by the enemy, because probably can see that they've lost most of this side of the map, and as it's still fairly close, and there you go, in fact look, there's an M10's pushing up on their M10, but managed to take them out. And who else is up there? Kirjiel get there in time to save the M10. Yeah, the Hellcat's gone up there as well, so looks like the M10's not going to last, but assuming Kirjiel can get there before the Hellcat runs away, you can probably deal with him. Hellcat did take a hit there, but he's still got 520 hit points, but that's about 2 and a bit shots from the Tiger. He's gone back to his standard rounds here. Here we go, puts one shot in, doesn't take any hit in return. There's some cover while he's reloading. Snaps another shot in, bounces the incoming shot, so one more shot and he's gone, and he can afford to take a hit here if he needs to. The Hellcat failing to damage Kirjiel's tank and dodges the arty round coming in. So now this Panzer IV-H back there. Let's go to T24 pushing in. There we go. Artie's still pounding the same spot. So what's he going to find here in the bush? Is he going to find the Panzer 4H? Is he going to find the Artie? I guess it's as good as mine, but there was an Artie on this side, so we'll just have to find out where the grill has landed. Kirjiel charging around the map. Still 4.5 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time here, but he's certainly doing a big tour of the map here. And hasn't been spotted, so that's a good sign. He's pushing full throttle, but he's not getting a lot of speed here across this sort of muddy ground here. There we go, there's the gorilla. It puts a nice shot into him. Unfortunately, we're not getting the outline. There's a bit of an outline bug sometimes in quick replays, and there's the kill. So got rid of one of his tormentors. Without getting spotted either too, so he's not getting any rounds in from the M44 in return. Alright, so now just 3 vehicles left. Kirjiel's got 3 kills already and 3k damage, so pretty good for tier 7. What more can you get out of this game here? AFK Panzer 4H, has he moved somewhere else? His team finally pushing in. No, Panzer 4H is not here. He doesn't appear to be. So, where is he gone? Sometimes people hide in the bush where he's heading to right now. Looks like no one is here. Only 2.5 minutes to go. There's still 3 tanks to kill, but that doesn't mean you have to go and kill them. If you need to, you might just have to camp. So camping, he can either stop here, which he looks like he's doing actually, and that will tend to draw out the enemy. And if it doesn't draw them out, well, that's good, because then you get to camp, so it still guarantees the win. So he's got plenty of time to camp as long as he doesn't get reset. And the enemy Artie, if he's smart, will figure out where someone might be sitting on camp, which is exactly where Kirjiel is, and get a reset. That would be annoying. But I'm not seeing any Artie rounds coming in. Oh, there's the Panzer 4H. Oh, round came in, didn't get the reset. So Kirjiel deciding, yep, need to perhaps change location. Picks up some assistant damage from spotting the Panzer 4H, that's nice. 1.5 to go, doesn't need to get reset now. And here comes the M10. Puts a shot in, bounces the incoming round. Now he decides, okay, alright, doesn't matter if we get the reset, we'll get the kill, and we'll go after the Artie. Now we know exactly where he is, so kills the M10. 1.5 minutes to go, he should be able to get on top of the hill here. And he's got Skoda T24 alongside him, just about. 5 seconds to go. It's definitely running the game out here on the clock. You can get up to 3.5k damage here with an extra shot. And looks like they're firing in some predicted rounds. And there's the enemy Artie. And he gets the kill. So, wraps up a good game for Kirjiel there. 5 kills and over 3.5k.